So good morning to everybody. Topic of my today's presentation is following the SAP Ariba Live conference. But before we'll speak about it, let me introduce myself. My name is Yana Kenda, as Alana introduced me. And so I'm leading SAP Ariba consultant, and I'm doing Ariba during for 3 years. During this time, I have participated in different deployment projects and got the certificates in such solutions as SAP Ariba Sourcing, SAP Ariba Supply Lifecycle and Performance Management, and SAP Ariba Integration. That's why it was important for me to come to SAP Ariba Live conference to know Ariba news, newly common features, and in order to know what to expect in new releases, and to be able to perform it and just to be well known and be a good specialist. In short words, to keep up with the times. And on today's webinar, I'd love to tell you about all of these new features in Ariba, about SAP Ariba Live 2019, about other news, and of course, about innovations. And this year, conference took place in Barcelona, and there were 3,125 participants, and there were 203 educational sessions there. So what SAP Ariba Live is about? SAP Ariba Live is the largest procurement and supply chain conference globally. It brings together a diverse community of buyers, suppliers, and partners to discuss technology, innovations, and market trends. On the conference, there were demonstrations of Ariba solutions. There were educational, theoretical, and practical sessions, such called hands-on labs, different meetups where customers share their deployment experience and ask questions. Also, SAP performed gathering the feedback from the customers to know what to improve for the future, and actually many other different things occurred there. So let's move forward and start with the news. And talking about news, I cannot but say about union of 3 SAP solutions. These are SAP Ariba, SAP Fieldglass, and SAP Concur. For those who come here to see the webinar on SAP Ariba only and don't know about these solutions, I will explain. So SAP Concur is a cloud solution that simplifies travel, expense, and invoice management for total visibility and a greater control. SAP Fieldglass is a cloud solution for external talent management and service procurement. This solution is used to find, engage, and manage labor and to report statements of work. And due to union of Fieldglass and Ariba, there were the first time where Fieldglass Summit occurred at the SAP Ariba Live. At the summit, there were demonstrated solutions for managing external employees. Also, invited speakers from Novartis and Roche companies presented already deployed solutions, and they told us about the experience of implementations and about the revenue that they received from these deployments. For example, Fieldglass solution on employee management helps to automate the whole procurement process as well as manage external employees, like consultants, experts, independent contractors, or freelancers, and etc. This solution optimizes such functions as management of employee skills, expertise, knowledge, and also helps work with such employees on different level of relationships, beginning from the purchase requisition and ending with the payment. So working together now, Ariba helps to find suppliers and make the contract, and the Fieldglass in its term helps to manage getting employee services. So union of these 3 solutions is also demonstrated by creating a new user interface, common for all of them. New interface will be available starting with the 3rd quarter of 2020. New UX will be released by phases, and the first phase will include basic functionality that are used by most of the customers. For example, in sourcing, it will be firstly RFI and RFP, and in next phases, UX will be changed for the full project, auctions, and all other sourcing events. Another piece of news will be that SAP have bought American startup called Qualtrics. That was at the beginning of 2019. Qualtrics is a cloud solution which helps companies collect customer feedback by means of surveys in order to enhance their products and also to analyze the employee moods. And as a result, SAP, besides analyzing operation data, which inform about what happened, we'll also analyze user experience data, which explain why it happened. And one more sensational news was adding virtual payment card to Ariba. This became possible because of partnership agreement between SAP and Barclaycard. As a result of it, agreement payment servers was developed in Ariba network. The first virtual card in Ariba will be a Precision Pay bank transfer. It will help buyers perform payments for suppliers quicker. Suppliers can benefit due to flexible working capital. For example, instead of paying directly, buyer can pay on credit terms via Barclaycard, and then buyer will need just to recharge balance during for 56 days. And the benefits are quite clear for both sides. For the supplier, it's quick payments and which increase cash flow, and as a result, business is more sustainable. For buyer side, it is a bonus because buyer has additional time for repayment. So we already started talking about innovations in SAP Ariba, and let's continue discussing it and make an overview of the main new functionalities and improvements by SAP. These are Procurement Operations Desk and SAP Ariba Intelligent Hub and Chatbot Power and many different others, so let's discuss all of them in detail. Let's begin with Procurement Operations Desk. At the SAP Ariba Live conference, there were several sessions devoted to this new solution, and this solution was released in March of 2019. The solution allows to improve the transparency of interaction between employees, manage tasks, manage distribution of workload, and increase the efficiency of processing procurement documents. So with this solution, you can customize the priority of tasks, also the automatic distribution between the teams and employees, and also set up deadlines for task evaluation. So deadlines are configured on the basis of various parameters of the purchase requisition and the request of quotation. These parameters will be like product category, user group, purchasing organization, and so on. So the main audience of this application are actually professional buyers and directors of service centers. And also it is worth mentioning that this functionality is available for owners of SAP Ariba sourcing and SAP Ariba buying. And in the future, other Ariba solutions are also planned to connect with this functionality. For example, in 2020, it is planned to connect SAP Ariba Invoice Management too. You can get this functionality for free and easily, and to enable it, you only need to create service requests to the engineering team, and that's it. So indeed, procurement processes play a leading role in most companies, and that's why digital transformation is a very important process. For customers, moving to new solutions means that migration is required, mostly from existing on-premise solutions like SAP SRM, SAP CLM, SAP sourcing applications to other more modern solutions like Ariba. On several sessions of Ariba Live, various migration options were considered, and one of the most important issues in the process is the need of reliable and constant work of all systems during migration. The SAP data migration accelerators speed up the process of automatic data transfer without work disruption of current systems. These tools are provided with the SAP data migration services, and the tools are ideal for non-customized data and systems, but there is still the possibility of customization. So the migration tools support data of both operational and strategic procurement and payments, and among operational procurement, the following migration documents supported. They are purchase requisitions, catalogs data, prices from operational contracts, open purchase orders, delivery data, invoices, and within strategic procurement supported migration documents are the following: sourcing events, archive data on supplier bids and winner suppliers, open contracts. And among the advantages of the proposed tools are the complete transfer of current operational data, the absence of duplicate documents, and the availability of Ariba catalogs from the very beginning of the implementation. So one of the companies that have already made such kind of transition from SRM to SAP Ariba buying is Tetra Pak. And at one of the sessions, Tetra Pak told about their SAP Ariba buying implementation process and their user experience. And in 2018, the company was in go live using 127 company codes in 74 countries. And 159 supplier catalogs were uploaded to the SAP Ariba network, and 13,000 users got an access to SAP Ariba buying. SAP also provides other ways of data migration. The next slide describes one more way for migration using the SAP S/4HANA Cloud solution for central procurement. So a specialty of this migration method is merging of several SAP or non-SAP systems within one centralized. So indeed, large companies often use several ERP systems, and this happens for a couple of reasons. And most of them, it happens because of local requirements and differences in the industrial specifics of enterprises and the company structures. The use of several systems, which are most often not integrated with each other, leads to difficulties in maintaining basic data, customization, in maintenance of custom code and extensions. And to solve such problems, SAP has created this solution. So this solution is used to merge several SAP and non-SAP systems with one centralized ERP system. In this case, two levels appear in the architecture. Local, which includes all local ERP systems, and central, which is SAP S/4HANA for central procurement. So using this solution allows to get centralized control and data management, better pricing due to consolidated costs, greater transparency in procurement solutions, more efficient interaction with suppliers, as well as centralized cost analysis. So as part of working with SAP Ariba, integration with SAP Ariba guided buying is available. It allows to create purchase requisitions in Ariba and then distribute them between systems on a local level. Also, this approach will allow to avoid such situations when one customer uses several Ariba sites that united in one hierarchy, where it is necessary to use separate Ariba sites for work due to several technical or organizational reasons. So in one more important advantage is undisruptive processes work during transition from systems of local level to central procurement. And as I already mentioned, it is very important point here. Currently, centralized operational procurement is supported, and strategic sourcing and contract management are under development and also planned to be implemented in the future. Plans also include support of non-SAP ERP systems at the local level architecture. So the next innovation is quite unusual for SAP Ariba, but even more interesting. This is Paula chatbot. Paula stands for Procurement Automated Learning Assistant. This chatbot will be embedded in the Ariba P2P solutions, and it is planned to see Paula in the release after about 6 months. So chatbot was built using the SAP Leonardo framework with help of machine learning and artificial intelligence, and it is hosted on SAP Cloud platform and uses API to retrieve data from an SAP Ariba. So what Paula is used for? The main purpose of the chatbot is answering the questions. For example, a new user of the Ariba system doesn't know how to create a purchase requisition. The user accesses the chatbot, then just type how to create a purchase requisition. So the chatbot will display a sequence of steps to create it. So also this chatbot supports voice recognition. And so as a benefit of this, it will be possible to get data quickly with the help of this chatbot. And it will be used also to get accounting information on certain line items in requisition, also to get the details of a concrete requisition, to view the catalog, or even to see the document status. One more good thing is that chatbot will be self-learning through the dialects. So the business value of this product is quite obvious, reducing cost of trainings for new users, shifting the focus from day-to-day activities to more important ones, such as procurement, usability, and risk reduction. Now proceed with another innovations in SAP Ariba Strategic Sourcing Suite. These innovations are powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning. It is an intelligent use feed, and it is a user-specific external use in a dashboard based on commodities and suppliers of this or that user. So it is a contextual news related to sourcing event, as well as insights and recommendations from SAP Ariba. For example, recommendations of additional source of supplies if, for example, some disasters hit. So commodity focusing is also one more innovation, and this is used to search and view commodity, also to perform forecasts based on product type. Thus, the user will receive proactive notifications about purchasing needs and will have different sourcing activity recommendations during creation of sourcing events. So, and the most important functionality, in my opinion, it will be automated event creation from unstructured data. And now it becomes possible to create events based on data from Excel, email, or messages to a chatbot. Now let's talk about the innovations of the SAP Ariba Supply Chain Collaboration. SAP Ariba Supply Chain Collaboration demonstrated new features, product packaging support. It is possible for the supplier's account to use boxes and pallets to pack goods now. Buyers specify the exact way they want goods to be packaged, and supplier in their turn must follow these instructions. So packaging instructions will be uploaded through the CSV file. And among the new features, I can also mention new business rules and also barcodes on packaging. And the benefits from these solutions is quite clear. It is easier shipments for suppliers because it will be based on the packaging specifications now. It is also simplified label printing process because for now labels will be can be printed right from the system, and also easier packaging, which leads to saving time and resources for suppliers. Now let's talk about the innovations in integration. Let's see the integration with SAP Ariba, SAP Analytics Cloud. And want to say that many sessions were devoted to Ariba integration with third-party systems, and there were many sessions about extending the Ariba functionality using the API. So one of the new SAP solutions to improve data analysis is the integration of SAP Ariba with SAP Analytics Cloud. Data from Ariba applications, and not only from them, using the API are uploaded into the one storage database, and then various reports can be created on the basis of this data. So this service will be available from the second part of 2019. And its capabilities will extend via increasing the number of data types for analyzing. The data model will be self-learning, and on the basis of the data obtained, it will be possible in Ariba guided buying to add a carousel with recommended goods that will display products of interest for a specific user. Nowadays, SAP is spending more and more time on Ariba extension. And the next invention helps to integrate Ariba with different external systems. It is Ariba API portal, which is mainly the place where SAP collected all the APIs. To work with API, you need to use developer portal, where you can get all access to an API and investigate it further. Also at the conference, we demonstrated payment terms governance application by LeverX company, which is also an example of Ariba's extensibility via an API. This application is hosted on cloud platform. So what it is used for? That application collects payment terms from different customer systems in one application and stores data centrally. Such an application allows to reduce the number of payment terms in the system, manage them from one place, and perform different checks of them. As Ariba stayed more extensible, it is required some tool for managing it. SAP will provide an SAP Ariba Intelligent Hub service, which will allow to manage SAP Ariba environments, both products and test, and as well as API applications. So the SAP Ariba Intelligent Hub will help to easily manage your environments and migrations between environments, easily configure applications, analyze and audit changes, easily build, manage, deploy applications using API. Continuing the topic of integration Ariba with third-party systems, let's see innovations in SAP Ariba Cloud Integration Gateway. SAP CLG helps to perform integration seamlessly between SAP Ariba and backend systems with the minimum configuration settings. At the conference, Ariba consultant from an SAP talked about the benefits of this integration setup using Cloud Integration Gateway. And at the Ariba Live session, there was the opportunity to see the integration setup as well as to try it at practical sessions. And among the improvements of CIG will be increasing number of supported message types. Also, SAP Ariba has demonstrated new CIG tools. These are mapping tool, which will have enhanced standard maps. Also, it will have version control management, and this mapping tool will be updated within CIG portal. Among their features will be dynamic and custom routing. So this will help to redirect to different systems, document types, depending on a field value. So, for example, route transaction to a specific ERP client based on the system ID. Among the features is also Test Central. It helps to run regression testing for transactions, and it is also used for connectivity testing and for automated supplier onboarding tests for faster onboarding. So today on this webinar, we will learn about such news and innovations as Chatbot Paula, Procurement Operations Desk, SAP Ariba Intelligent Hub, SAP Analytics Cloud, Virtual Card, and many other things that you may see on the screen now. So thanks for your attention. I will be glad to answer your questions, so please ask. So you can ask your questions in the chapter with the questions in the chart.
All right, colleagues, I think that since there are no questions in the chat, I'm thanking you for participating and listening to our webinar today. Thanks for your attention, and goodbye.